Hey, peace. What's happening, everyone? On our deal with.
Ooh, yeah. Nah, nah, nah.
Suddenly there came a sound from heaven, as of a rushing mighty wind, like the rushing of a mighty wind, like the rushing of a mighty wind. Come and fill our hearts again, like the rushing of a mighty wind, like a river that is overflow, like a river that is overflow. Come and fill our hearts once more, like a river that is overflow. Let it overflow, 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 let it overflow.
Yeah, blessings. Once again, you know the routine. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. All of that helps. So you don't know. Without any further ado, let's get started. What's on your mind, Vendetta?
I wanted to ask you a question about, your content and how you approach. I wanted to ask, what do you look for in this content, this type of content, in your engaging with others? What are you looking for?
What am I looking for in my content? I think the main thing I'm looking for is to because you guys refer to Caribbeans and Africans as tethers, and that's pretty disrespectful.
That's untrue.
So
That's
say again?
untrue. That's not true.
It's untrue that it's disrespectful to call immigrants tethers.
No.
So what's untrue?
No. Untrue is the statement that we call immigrants tethers.
Okay, you call certain immigrants tethers. Is that more true?
You see now. You see, this is why I asked the question.
Hold on. Let me. Is it still untrue if I say you call certain immigrants tethers?
Yes.
Is that still untrue?
Yes, because
That's
the
still
context
untrue?
matters. No. Let me.
So that is a true statement. You do call certain immigrants tethers.
Certain, yes.
Right. Well, I know for a fact. Hold on, Vendetta. No, I know for a fact that I am one of those immigrants that you consider a tether. I know that
Why
for
do you
a
say
fact.
that?
Because
Why do
given
you
what
say
I
that?
understand to be the definition of tether, I fit that category.
Okay, cool.
So I know you're referring to me as a tether, and I'm insulted.
Well, listen. Hold on. Listen. Calling a thief a thief, right? He may be insulted, but calling something for what it actually is, the individuals, no one is upset by the personage of an individual who commits the act, and no one's bothered by his offense. So therefore,
okay, so you say you're calling people tethers.
Let me finish. What I'm saying
Go ahead.
is, if you know what a tether is, as you say, right? You haven't described it to me, but as you say, as you know and understand what a tether to be, if you say you fit that description, right? No one will be bothered with you feeling disrespected because for you about being called that, because this is the actions you take, right?
Okay,
now,
so hold on. So you said that I'm referred to as a tether because you're just calling it as it is.
No, I
And then
didn't
your
say that.
original.
I didn't say that.
I could have
See,
sworn you said that. You're
I
just
didn't
calling
just
it
say
as it
that.
is.
I didn't just say that. That's the context of what I'm saying is I wouldn't be upset at I wouldn't be bothered by your offense if you know what you're doing and you're doing it.
Right, but it's not as if like my opposition to reparations, for example, I'm not doing it just to disrespect Black Americans.
But
Like that's not
regardless,
what
it's
I think I'm
disrespectful.
doing it.
Which if you're
I,
into
okay,
sabotage
so
and undermining, you're a tether.
okay, and according to you, so to answer your question, the only reason I'm asking you this is to answer your question of what is my intention. My
Mm-hmm.
intention is to just call it the way I see it. The same way you feel like you have the right to call me a tether and you're just calling it the way you see it. When I do what I do, the reason I do what I do is for the same exact reason, just to call it the way I see it.
Okay, now that leads me to the next question I wanted to ask, right? Oh,
Yeah, you can ask one more
let
question
me
and then
set the
I'm gonna
stage.
go to KD, okay?
All right, let me set the stage with this. The other day I heard you going back and forth to the debate about you stated that wouldn't white people that came to Americas during the 1600s wouldn't they be considered immigrants? And it made me ask the question to myself about you: if you do you have cognitive bias? So it made me think: are you just looking for things that appeal to what you want to believe, as opposed to are you actually trying to figure out what's the facts and what's not, and align yourself with that? Because when I went on the face of what you were
but the white
stating,
folks, the
let me
Europeans that
finish
came here
so you
did
understand where I'm
migrate
coming
here.
from. Let me
I'm
finish
trying to
so you
understand what you're
understand where
saying
I'm
because
coming
it
from.
sounds as if hold on, Vendetta. It sounds as if you're saying that the white Europeans that came here weren't migrants.
They weren't, and they're not considered. I researched it. They're not
What do you
considered
mean they're not
migrants because, let me finish. They're not considered migrants or immigrants because they're considered colonizers. So as when you research it, it shows you that although they both have similar action in traveling from abroad from one place to another, the purpose of the travel is different. So the colonizer descriptively is basically a person who's coming. They're coming to conquer and take something from someone else and displace others by whatever means. Therefore, that is not considered by description an immigrant.
Right. So if Caribbeans came here and took over from Black Americans, then we wouldn't be immigrants anymore.
You would be a colonizer. You would be a colonizer.
So we would stop being immigrants and start being colonizers.
If that was your purpose, if your purpose is to come and take by any means necessary and displace, and especially you do it through sabotage and subterfuge, you are a colonizer.
Isn't that what you accuse us of? Isn't that what y'all accuse us of? Hold on, isn't that what y'all accuse us of when you say we're trying to replace?
No, not all of you. Only
just
tethers.
The tethers. Just right.
Just
so the tethers are not immigrants. We're colonizers.
Yeah, you're tethers. You don't have the power to be colonizers.
So, but we're not okay. So, but we're not immigrants. What do you mean? You said we're
you don't have the power
y'all.
To be colonizers.
You just said we came here to replace y'all.
Colonizers. You don't have.
You said
the
we
power
came.
To be colonized.
Isn't that what the colonizer did? They came and replaced
the colonizers. Were effective in doing so, right? Through power and force, through force of arms and political means and organization. You don't have that as a tether.
Then why are you complaining that we're trying to replace y'all if you know we don't have the power to?
We're talking about
so you're just complaining for no reason?
No, we're
hold on, no, you
attempts.
excuse me. No, you excuse me.
I want you to listen very, very carefully.
Tell the youth them to be strong. You can't tell the youth them to preach wrongs. While you trod it on these lands, just remember every man is equal. Yeah. Each one teach one, and our Father God, him are the only done. So make we reason, smoke trees, span the ends, all the deep meds. Take a look at life, and don't close your eyes. Sometimes things happen and it's no surprise. And I just, so it go, so it go, so it go, so it go. It's a government no have no heart, them no care about poor people. Yeah, bigger heads no love people again. Them more sad than Hitler them. Me see friends now reason again. Vex through whistle a blame. More time it hurt me to see how the face deal with the eagle of them. Regular me see it a pain. Regular me see it a pain. Take a look at life and don't close your eyes. Sometimes things happen and it's no surprise. And I just so it go, so it go, so it go, so it go. It's a government no have no heart, them no care about poor people. Social commentary. Drop that one, your principle, you don't know. The global will come and do it. Some people life every day, it's stress. The high price from JPS, that topic is currently. Jah alone, him a go help you. We need food, cause we no healthy. We are feel the pain, beg you protect we. In our life, we have no envy. Take a look at life and don't close your eyes. Sometimes things happen and it's no surprise. And I just so it go, so it go, so it go, so it go. It's a government no have no heart, them no care about poor people.